Hi, I'm Eric. My name's not actually Eric. The year was 2024. That's when this video was relevant and should have been made. But I am lazy and it was not made. Anyway, my school did a game jam, so on and so forth. This was the fall 2024 semester. In contrast to last time, I was on the Computer Science Club Discord server and I got the topic when it was announced. The theme was Unsung Heroes. At first, I didn't have any good ideas, and that would persist throughout the jam, for the idea I came up with was not good. It went a little something like this. Imagine you're playing some kind of RPG game, and you find a chest. You loot that chest, hoping to find some good gear, because it would suck to find an empty chest, right? But who put that loot there? That's the question my game answers, for this game is all about filling chests. And only that. Thus, Chests of Cilia was born. This time, I was a bit more prepared, and surprisingly, I had a fair amount of time to work on it, despite this semester being the hardest, most work-filled, most stressful semester of college so far. I had also been finishing the full version of Unblossom, and working on the Spire, which is what I call my Pygame game-making library I've been developing, so that provided some useful features accelerating some of the more boring parts of development. Speaking of development, I also recorded some development clips. I guess you could call them devlogs that show the progression of the game. Like I said, I was a bit more prepared. So, take it away, past Eric. Alright, random developer clip jump scare. So here's at the end of day 3, I guess. It's been Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And this is my progress on the game. So we have Casper right here, and we can move around. We have all the directions, a couple of buttons, we got trees, and a rock which you can't really see because it's under this thing. So if we press F near this chest, we can actually access the GUI. Right click to move stuff in. None of this stuff is worth anything, so put that in there. We've overfilled it. Okay, that's good. So we have that mechanic working. We can swap items between here. You can't left click and move between here. You can only like left click these slots and move them. Then you right click to move them up there. It's kind of weird, but it was just gonna be so much of a pain in the ass to make it so you could click on those. And then we press F again, we can leave. And that's like basically it. I have added these buttons. This one does something, so if you press this one, now we're at like the level select. And there's only the one card. You can't do anything, like if I click this, nothing happens. And then there's a way to go back to the ivory chest, which is literally nothing. So that's basically all I've managed to do so far. Alright, we got second devlog going here, I guess. This is like at the end of week 2. I meant to record this like 2 days ago on Sunday. In the last clip I was playing Casper, and now I just finished the animations for Amber. That's basically the only thing I did today. Also, you can see like I have the map. There's an actual map, so a lot of stuff has changed. I've added a lot of stuff, no kidding. So the first thing we can see is like this tile set, this warp stone. So this is how you will get back to the ivory chest, where you could press this button up here. So I have this little confirmation, and I'm not going to go back there right now because there's no way to get back here. And we have like a lot of stuff, so we've got campfires, tents, and this button in the last clip didn't do anything, but now we open up the map and these little X's are marked like where the chests are, and that's me. Here is a chest. Chests have changed a little bit, but also like I added these labels, so now it tells you how to play, and also like a value thing for all these. And this is a favorite item. The idea is chest's favorite item. If you put it in there, you'll get a bonus. And also I kind of randomized like the chest's value, so I gave it a range. This is my beautiful log cabin, which I'm quite proud of, actually. Show off the map a little. Come up here and there's another little cliff. This was annoying to make. Something I didn't show off last time that I was really proud of is like the camera. So currently I'm centered, but if I reach the corner, then I become non-centered and move around independently. And then if I go here, it centers on X and then centers on Y. One more thing, you can open the inventory just without having to be near a chest. I can go back to the ivory chest now, so let's do that. And I have the background done, and this button takes you right back because I just removed the level select like 2 seconds ago and this still does nothing. Something else I really quickly want to show off is how I made the level. If I press N, I get editor mode and it tells me coordinates right there on the cursor, and I can right click to change to delete. I can delete objects, so if I place this, it spawns the object. I can interact with it immediately. This is kind of like a Walmart undo. It doesn't work if you have right click, only left click active, so only place mode, and it will just remove that. This loads a map and this saves it to a text file like the current name. I don't want to edit this map because this is like the actual one, but you could save your own custom map and build it. And if I press Q, I can cycle backwards through items, and E to cycle forward. Also, I didn't show off, but there's actually barrels and stuff. I thought I placed down so many of them, I don't know where they all are. Okay, it looks like barrels and crates don't actually save. I may need to fix that, but if I place down a barrel, then I can also open this, and barrels have like less slots and no favorite items, and crates are the same way. So that's the end of this week, I guess, and I'll see you next time, the next Walmart devlog. And alright, we're back with devlog number technically 3, even though I called last one 3, even though it was a continuation of 2, but whatever. So I basically am finished. The only things I have left to do are add a bunch more items, sound effects, and the music. So this is the menu. It's very beautiful. This closes it, so I'm not going to click that. This is my glorious tutorial. A lot of text, so you can pause if you want to read that, and I just kind of had like this arrows pointing out things to keep track of. It's not a very good tutorial, but whatever. I added options, so you can now switch between Casper and Amber, mark chests on the map, enable the editor, and also this challenge mode, which if you have this enabled, it doesn't show chests' favorite items or the value bar, so how well you filled it up. There are no sliders, because I haven't put the music in, but if I play, then I have the GUI and all the items and this stuff over here. All the items have a description, a value, and a unique factor. If I select one, you can see this, and I can right click to move them. That's my inventory. I can switch between these tabs, and I can right click to add them to my inventory, and so on and so forth. Over here, this button just hides it so you can see my beautiful artwork and the big book of balls, because of course we need to. You can also access options exactly the same, and I have all the maps done. I added this text here to, I don't know if that was there last time, but it kind of like tells you how to play. So we have Druengard, Vriven, I think it's how you pronounce it, Vriven, I don't know, and Strunhost, or Struenhost, whatever. I already showed off what Druengard looks like, so I'll show off the dungeon. It looks ugly, but hey, whatever. And then I can just really quickly, oh, I also had the summary, so it, tells you how well you did. And I did really bad because I didn't do anything. So then I can go to this map, and it looks like this. Oh, also I added NPCs, so you can talk to them. They're not very good. This is Mick Ryanson, which is a reference to cave colonization, and yeah, he says that. It's a different key because I'm really lazy, and that's pretty much it. At this point, I'm like basically done the game. I think I already said that. I guess I'll see you in the final project, or maybe just the results. I don't know, we'll have to see. I so desperately wanted this game to experience scope creep because I felt like there wasn't a whole lot in it, but unfortunately it didn't. It ended up not mattering though, because as you'll know from the title, this silly game ended up winning the jam. Quite honestly, the game just ended up being a sort of meme, filled with references to my other projects, including Unblossom and others I will someday make videos on. Maybe. Like last time, I'll throw the score tallies up on the screen for your eyes to enjoy. I'm kind of surprised I won, based on my horrible presentation. Despite being seemingly simple, there were some difficult to explain mechanics regarding the XP scoring, and I was not the good explainer of them. But I'll save that for the Chests of Cilia Developer's Guide video, should it ever come out. I have one more Game Jam video to make, though the jam has come and gone. Like I said, I'm really lazy. Maybe I'll win that one too. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.